a grandma who's like 70, almost 80. You want that lady to open the door for you. Umetoka siju kufanya nini, your substance, you looking crazy. No. My uncles don't like it. They ask my mom to come and collect my brother. My mom goes. I don't know what my mom said to him. Niliambiwa amechapa my mom. He hit my mom like 4 times. And that time I was not even around. Because if I was around, I would look for him and I would lock him up. He's very lucky. Now, I don't care what your parent will say to you. Mimi hivi. My dad has beat me a lot of times. Like, slap. You know, slap. I've never even thought of like kumjibu ama I do something terrible. No. Sasa and chapa my mom. I'm like, no, this is not nice. You don't hit your parent. Unona, it doesn't matter how bad your parent is, how awful atakuwa na approach ama how bad it is. You are not allowed to beat your parent. You don't put your hands on your mom. He did exactly that. Now, that is my biggest problem with him. You know, kama angekuwa hapa around na hajafanya kitu kama hiyo, I would definitely be going to look for him, naenda kumchukua. He would be in my house right now. Lakini unaenda unachukua mkono yako, you put on your parent. Let me tell you something. Your parent is going to be your parent. Now he's going to be your elder. You do not put your hands on your parent. Hata parent wako akuboa aje, hufai kumshikia mkono ati now you want to beat your mama ama you want to beat your dad. That is not how you do things. Sasa amefanya kitu kama hiyo. And then when we call him, he tells my sister, because he knows me. He knows he can't talk to me because mimi sipendi mchezad and talking like I've abandoned my brother. I want to tell you something. Literally, I don't know if you let me explain something little.
Why on my platform?
Okay. So I shouldn't, yeah?
Yeah. Don't explain to them. You already told them on Instagram. You already said everything, so you all know an explanation.
To Simbash. No, let me just tell them. Let me tell them something little, not too much.
Don't.
Okay, nimesikia.
Mwenye anataka kuno more, you can go and look for him and ask him.
Damn.
Na nikikutana na any interviewer na mtafuta anataka kumwambia. Na tu speaker tu wenyu venye mnazungukanga hivi hamna kazi na mtafuta mnataka kumuuliza, utatafutwa utapatikana.
Wow, that's crazy. We literally, so nilikuwa nataka kuambia aje. I'm not Instagram, so this is a little story. I don't want to go in detail because my little sister doesn't want to hear about these things. So nobody abandoned my brother, and nobody has ever done that before. Because unaonata huyu Bantu girl mwenye anakata vitunguu hapa sahi. She literally stayed with my brother for almost 5 months. I've stayed with my brother in my house for a year. My other elder sister has stayed with my brother for 2 years. I think 1 year also. Sky ameishi na Martin how many? Ameishi na yeye for the longest kwanza. Sindo?
Yeah. Hata mguu anaenda tena anamrudisha
Sasa my brother has a problem since amekuwa when in primary school, which is very normal for kids to behave in that in that manner. So we initially didn't know that he had a problem. Sisi tulikuwa tunaona ni kama teachers sorry, tulikuwa tunaona maybe teachers ndio wako na shida na my brother, you see. So so my brother joins high school and it becomes a big problem. All the time anakuwa suspended from school because he fought a teacher. Sometimes he's suspended because he's sneaking in drugs. Sometimes he's suspended because he sneaks out of school at night. So they always have like brushing shoulders with my dad. You get? So I always thought my dad had a problem with my brother because I was not there when all this was happening. He used to call me and tell me, oh, daddy did this to me. This, you see. And then I used to scold my dad. I literally would call my dad and yell at my dad because of my brother. And mbona unafanya hivi Martin? Sijui nini. So there's one, amemaliza high school. Now he didn't actually score good grades in school first. That is not even my big problem because there's so many people who didn't score like very good grades in high school and they are very doing well in life. They made a mistake, they learned from it, and now they've corrected that, and now life is kicking right. You get? So I don't have a problem with that. Amemaliza shule. Sasa he becomes even terrible because now he's on substance. He's doing something. He's on substance and now nobody can control him. Nobody can tell him anything. He wants to become very like anataka. He just wants to rule his world. He doesn't want to listen to anybody's advice. Mi nikamwambia, well, if this is what you want to do for life, I don't think people will be helping you. So my brother gets someone pregnant. Na uni mtoto ametoka high school. He doesn't have a job. You get? He doesn't have a job, and now the lady is pregnant, and now the lady comes to my mom's house, my parents' house. So we are housing two of these people. But that time, I make sure that my brother leaves home because he's young and he doesn't need to watch this girl pregnant, and they are all looking frustrated. So I asked my mom to keep the lady home until she can give birth. And now my brother comes to Nairobi. At least I'm protecting my brother. So the lady gives birth to a very beautiful child. I asked my mom, they don't kick this lady out because pia msichana pia kwao, they had a problem because she got pregnant when she was very young, like a 19, 20-year-old lady, akona mtoto. You know, this is a very small girl who needs to be in school. Anaenda uni. Unaona? So they can't get married. These are two young people. They need a job. Who's going to support each other when they have children? So my sister, anachukua nani? Anachukua huyo msichana kutoka home because she's a new mom. And there's just a lot of stress and she needs someone to support her. My sister says, I agree, I'm going to keep this lady here for some time until the baby is okay and she can go back. So the lady goes back to her mom's side. Alafu sasa brother yetu tunabaki na yeye. Sasa anasumbua, anakuwa on substance. Like you can't really tame my brother. I don't know if you've met people who hawataki tu nini kusikiza mtu, you get ako hiyo type. So I tell my brother, you don't want to live with my sister, do this, look for a small house. Hiyo nyumba nilikuwa nalipa 8,500. Tutafuta nyumba ndogo, utafute, mimi nitalipa rent, sina shida. I'll even help you look for stuff. We do the house. Mimi nikachukua nyumba. I put my brother in a proper house. I do shopping for him. Hiyo time literally nilikuanga naishingi South B, right?
Yeah.
I was just still hustling hata sikuwa na domob. So I take my brother, I buy him stuff, we put him in a house, and it was close to me because City Stadium around there, a place where I could access my brother because I know he's troublesome. I can just drive there, and if anything happens to my brother, I'm there in a minute because I know the type of my brother is. So I pay for everything, and now I tell him, look, you're here, I'm trying to get you a place where they can accommodate you in school because your grades are bad. Everyone is saying no. So tutaanzia mahali, hata kama ni kazi ya mkono, we make sure you perfect a skill, you are good, and then we can now do what? We can now start a process where you can get a job or further your studies. Nimemweka hapo anakaa for a couple of days, anaanza kuchapana huko. I don't know, he was doing a substance with the
wakapigana wakampiga wakaata.
Yeah. So he was doing substance with some boys there. They get into a big fight. They fight each other with knives or something. And then now the guy, huyo mtu hata hapo alikuwa ananijua. Juu nilikuwanga naenda kubaya brother yangu maji na mpelekea shopping every Sunday because this is my brother, you know. Akaniita akaniambia, your brother is really disturbing us. Anarudingi hapa late, analeta hapa a bad group of guys. We can't keep him here. He's threatening the security of other tenants. So we are kicking him out. And mind you, I had paid for rent for almost 1 year. This is 8,500. I paid for the whole entire year. Now he's lived there for 2 months. They're kicking him out. And they can't refund me the money. So now I tell my sister, he runs to my other sister's house, my elder sister's house, uko mali sistangu anaishi wanakaa uko. My sister somehow understands him and they can, she can tolerate him for some reason. Jumi wana jama raka. I don't like mediocrity. Imagine we don't come from a rich family, Sisi. My dad is just a normal teacher. And for anybody on this app who knows how the life of a normal teacher is in this country, you know what it takes, the small salary your parent makes for them to keep you in school, for them to provide for all of you. So this boy knows how we grew up, how things are home. So he doesn't even see all this struggle we go through now. He wants to become a very bad boy. I don't know. Akakaa na sistangu for some time. Again, he's on a substance. Unaona? He's on a substance there. And anaanza kufight na sistangu. Anamkata mguu. Like, anamgongea mlango mguu inamkata. Because why? My sister asked him, like, it's late. You know you can't just be out there with boys doing all this. You'll get in trouble. They'll arrest you here. He doesn't want to listen. He wants to come in and go out and not talk to people. You get, when you're living under someone, you become respectful. You know, even in your parents' house, they have rules. You can't come in at midnight. Unaona, and my sister has like small kids. You can't come in like a toilet. You just come in and talk her. And we are trying to make him understand these things you're doing is not good for you. Anakatirikana na sister yangu. He goes back home. Now home, he can't also sit with my parents in peace. You get? He anaanza kusumbua huko. My dad is a very strict parent. He doesn't like. He's a teacher. All the time they want to have an argument with my dad. He comes back home very late, and this is Ushago. It's not like in town where you can just walk back to your house in the middle of the night or even 1 a.m. You come anytime, you get. So he has a problem. He runs away from home. He goes to my auntie's place. There he's still on substance. You know, he's just rotating. And it's not like my brother is an addict. My brother is rude and he's very manipulative. He would do anything to make everybody look like they are wronging him. You know, he does all these mind games all the time. Aya. Anaenda huko anakaka. My other sister was going to visit my mom. Anampata kwa barabara. He looks exhausted, very deteriorated. You know, when you're on substance, you don't even take a shower, you are dirty. You get this kind of things. And then he sends me a video. He tells me, Gloria, things are really bad. And he looks not good. We need to do something. We need to act like immediately. I tell them, come like now. They come to Nairobi. My sister leaves him at my house. I ask him, do you want to go back to school? Or I take you to the rehabilitation because you don't look good. You can't go to class when you're looking like this. You need to go somewhere when we work on you. This is not bad that you look like this. It's just normal that maybe you bump into bad company or your friends are not good friends. So you ended up like this. But we can work on this. And you're still young. You're like 24 years old. There's a lot of room for you to correct this. So I talk to him. We convince him. You get? We convince him. And now we take him to. I want to take him to the rehab, but I don't know where because I've never discussed anybody about rehab. I've never discussed to anybody about substance. Sijawai encounter such a thing. But now my elder sister knows someone. She talks to someone, and we agree. She comes back to Nairobi. I arrange some money. We do all the shopping. I take that time I was with my ex-boyfriend. I tell him, babe, my brother is going through ABCD. I want you to help me fix this. My ex then, he's a very supportive person. He never say no to me. He even allowed him to stay at my house for that time. Now he give me money. We go to Nini. To the rehab. We admit my brother. Even before we admit him, just to convince him to go, it was a problem. I had to beg him. I had to go buy shoes, clothes, new things for him to accept. He was very resilient. He doesn't want to go, and I was so worried. I used to cry because Mimi na mwangalia, he doesn't look good. He's not in a good space where he can go back to class. Now we take him to the rehab. He's admitted. Anakaa kwa rehabilitation. Tunalipa pesa. Aya, mi natoka huko. Sasa mi nikitoka huko, I'm at my house. Tumemweka huko, anakaa for how many months? For at least 5 months. Unaona? So every Sunday, I don't know. Reluctant, sorry, resilient. Sorry, Bori. So, on weekends, every Sunday, I have to go to Tilisi, Tigoni. I don't know if anybody follows me on Instagram on this app. I used to post every time. on my Instagram stories. I would post, I'm in Tigoni, I'm visiting. I would even post his shoes. And people used to think probably my brother is in boarding school or something. It was not a boarding school. He was in a rehab, and they tried their best. They really tried, and he looked good. Akitoka huko alikuwa anakaa vizuri. So at the rehab, they advised us that he doesn't have to stay in an environment that will trigger him to go back to what he was. You get? He needs an environment that is free from any substance, an environment that there is no clubs, there are no bad people. Anafaa kukaa tu place yenye, it's so cool. There's not much going on, like a lot of activity. You get? So we agreed he's going back home. Aya, my dad agrees, and everyone. Now tunapeleka my brother to Shago, because at least there he can be at peace and nothing much is going on, because ushago nobody is doing substantive of mingi at you'll find clubs outside hapo kwa mlango yako. No, such kind of things don't happen there. Sasa amefika huko, I call my dad, I tell him and my mom, he can't just be idle. They don't allow this kind of people after rehab to be idle.
Umesema ulimrudisha rehab mara ya pili.
Ngoja, I'll get there. Aya, anakaa hapo. So I ask him, can we do something like we get you something to do, maybe you do poultry farming, kitu kama hiyo. Aya, akakataa, akasema he's not gonna do something like that. Me, I was willing, because my ex-boyfriend told me, you can take 500K, buy chicken, buy cows, and then you can even pair like someone who can be helping him around, so that all that work ya kufarm, it doesn't exhaust him. Me nilikuwa down, you get. Sasa he's there, he says no, he doesn't want to do those kind of things. And now I'm worried he can't come back here, because if he comes back to town, he is going back to do the same exact thing he's been doing, you get. Anaanza kusumbua. So ana call Bantu girl, this is my little sister, she's the little one in family. Anampigia simu, anamwambia nataka kukuja. That time this little girl, she was under my care. I was paying her rent. This little girl you see cooking, now she's on her own. I no longer pay my sister's rent, I no longer feed my sister, I no longer buy my sister food. That time she was under my care, and she was under my care in a 2-bedroom house where I was doing all these things for her, because I knew this is my little sister. She doesn't even know how to ask for a man to give her food. Aya, nikamwambia uko na nyumba na extra bedroom, kama anataka kukuja wacha arudi. My brother comes to Nairobi and goes to my little sister's place. Nikajua wako huko, so I need to also be responsible, you get. Naenda huko na sometimes literally I used to bring you shopping, I used to send you money, right?
Yeah,
I used to send you money. I tell you, sometimes you used to go to work and unalipwa, unasema unaenda kufanyia vitu Martin, you go and buy him clothes, you know, anamfanyia vitu kama hizo. Aya, mi nikasema it's okay, wacha akae hapo. Sasa akikaa hapo, I think the caretaker wa the apartment akanicall, akaniambia there's a problem. Huyu anakuwa na na issues na soja. He is trying to bring in people. So my lady, my little sister works for a friend. She does modeling for a friend's clothes. When she's at work, huyu venye anaenda job, when literally is not at home, he brings this boys who does substance. Yes, don't say that. Analeta watu wanafanya substance kwa nyumba. They do that in the house, they dirty the house, they drink. Then my sister started complaining. Anasema, oh, this is getting out of hand, Gloria. I'm getting tired, I'm exhausted, do something. I don't know what happened. He was high somewhere on the road. Akashikwa na wapolisi. Sisangu mdogo akaenda huko. My elder sister authorizes the cops to drop him at the rehab. You get? Anafika huko kwa rehab. This is now the second time. Now this second time, I played a role in this time, but not wholeheartedly. I was doing it kama sitaki. I was very disappointed, because let me tell you, I did my best. For that first time, I really tried. And me, I'm not this people who just sits and watch my siblings struggle at nini when I'm in a place where I can do something. I can't do everything, but I at least try and make sure we are all okay. You know, we are just few. So tuko tu wachache kwetu. Hatufai kuwa tunakaa hivi mtu mmoja na anakaa vibaya na wengine wanakaa vizuri. You get, it's very wrong. I would never go to bed when my sibling is going through this. I would not even get sleep because I always feel like I need to do something. You get? Anafika huko anakaa. Sasa mi naambia sister yangu, my elder sister, I'm gonna help na fees, but these shopping things, the way I used to go there every Sunday, sijui I drop shopping, I do all those kind of things. Now, mind you, this rehab, they don't let you visit every weekend. They only do visitations at least once a month. You get? Mara moja. So they made me an exception. I would go have access to my brother because I was so scared. I've never experienced this kind of madness. Come on now. We come from a very humble background. My dad is not a rich man. These are rich people's problem where their kids know that your dad has money. Even if I'm on substance, they will just go to rehab and their dad will fix everything. We don't even have like a surname that can open doors for us. We go opening doors for ourselves. So he knows, he understands we grew up in problems. Alafu anaanza kufanya vitu za wenda wazimu kama hizi. Sasa I say I'm gonna punish him. I'm not gonna go to visit him. I'm not buying him clothes. I'm not buying him shoes. Akikaa huko atakaa tu hivyo and I'm not gonna see him. Anakaa huko. My elder sister used to come. He doesn't live in Nairobi. He used to come and travel and come here. Like all the time he used to come, and he has a very little child, very small child who needs her. Lakini anaacha katoto anakuja Nairobi because he has to go and see this boy. Aya. Anakuja, anaenda kumwona, we are good, we are trying our best. Sasa yeye anaanza huko kwa in relationships with girls. They have an argument with the teacher, anachapa huko kwa rehab mwalimu huko. Sasa anapigana huko. I don't know what my brother is really doing at this moment. Mimi kasema no, I'm not going to do this because this is draining me. Akatoka. I think akatoka rehab. Zenye alitoka rehab, Martin alienda wapi? He went back home, right?
Yeah.
He goes back home. Anarudi home. Namuuliza tena mara ya mwisho.
He went back home, then he came back to...
No, leave venye alirudi juzi. Akarudi home. Nikamuuliza tena mara ya mwisho. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to help you. What can you do in this life? Because now you can't go back to school, and you don't want to you can't, nobody's gonna employ you and you don't even have papers. You know, sometimes when you don't have like a name that can open doors for you in this city. Whether to walk into an office, you don't have any papers, you don't have anything to present until you are looking for a job. You can't do that. At least we need to take you to school. You do something. Ufanye kitu. At least when you go knocking on someone's office, they can go through your CV. They see, oh, this person has gone to school. He has done ABCD. Where's tuenda mahali unataka job? Kwani, what kind of a job do you want? Haya. Namwambia, nataka ukae home for even 6 months. At least your brain should come together. And then now we can do something about this. You get? Aya, hataki. Na rehab wanasema, this is the place he should stay. He doesn't need to stay in a busy, noisy town or anywhere people have easy access to substance. Hataki. So he comes back here for some time. And then my sister says, no, I'm not going to take this from him because he doesn't talk to me. He doesn't want to wake up. He stays in the bedroom. He locks himself in the bedroom for the whole day. And then when you talk to him, he clicks. Unaona, ana click. My sister gets exhausted. My mom, I ask my mom, come to Nairobi and get him. My mom comes, they go back home together. And now this time when they're going back home together, I tell my mom, I think we have to get him out of this country. Maybe we just look for a job and maybe he's safe somewhere, like in a country where people they're not allowed to smoke or drink or do anything, I talked to my friend. My ex-boyfriend is a very close friend of mine. I talk to him. I tell him, look, again, I'm back. He said, what is it? I'm back, my brother. It's my brother. It's always him. I'm back. I need you to help me get him out. He said, it's fine. We need to get his passport, but he just needs to do a small course. Kakos tu kadogo. Hata kama ni a skill ya maybe mechanic or like kitu tu ya kutengeneza tu kitu. At least he has a paper. When we are applying for these jobs, he doesn't go there and become stranded. He's going somewhere. At least he can get a job or just do something, become productive. You can't just go and sit somewhere. Driving, he's done it. And I was even willing to nimwambie aenda advance hizo heavy truck driving or whatever, those things. Utampeleka, ataenda ni kama anaenda shule afiki, atakuja huko anakuwa na bad company. He always chooses to pick on this poor company, bad company, those kids who want to smoke and drink and just look dirty. Those are the people he always wants to chill with. This is crazy. I tell him, you come here and want to make friends with this kind of people. These people were born in Nairobi. Their parents are here. You don't come from here. You need to pick a group where you have the same goals. You can yani mko in the same group. Huwezi fika hapa unapatana na wasichana. Mimi nitoke home nikuja Nairobi nipatana na wasichana. Their dads have money. Their mothers have money. These are people who get in such kind of problems. Their parents will come and aid them. Mimi nikikuwa hapa na shida, who am I supposed to call? Aya, namwambia hivyo hasikii. Anafika home, anaanza kusumbua. He gets into a relationship with a certain girl. I don't know, they want to frustrate my mom. My mom is an elderly mother. She's always sick, Anakuanga mgonjwa, she's on meds. Huyu anafika huko anaanza kumvuruga. And remember, my mom is the one who sits with my brother's child. And my brother's child is in one of the best schools around my hometown. Not just like a CDF school. No. We made sure he's in a good school. We pay a lot of money every other time. You get. Sasa anafika huko anaanza kusumbua. Huyo msichana anakuja hata anachapa katoto. Hawataki kusikiza. They come, wanaleta kelele. My dad doesn't buy that. My dad gets mad. Wanaanza kuargue. He leaves home. He goes to my grandma's house. My grandma is also sick. And my uncles don't like it. My uncles want him out. So now they call my mom. They ask my mom, come and collect this boy. We don't want to see him because he's a little problematic. You can't come back home in the middle of the night around 1 a.m. to a grandma who's like 70, almost 80. You want that lady to open the door for you. Umetoka siju kufanya nini, your substance, you looking crazy. No. My uncles don't like it. They ask my mom to come and collect my brother. My mom goes. I don't know what my mom said to him. Niliambiwa amechapa my mom. He hit my mom like 4 times. And that time I was not even around. Because if I was around, I would look for him and I would lock him up. He's very lucky. Now, I don't care what your parent will say to you. Mimi hivi. My dad has beat me a lot of times. Like, slap. I've never even thought of like kumjibu ama I do something terrible. No. Sasa anachapa my mom. I'm like, no, this is not nice. You don't hit your parent. Unaona, it doesn't matter how bad your parent is, how awful atakuwa anakuapproach ama how bad it is. You are not allowed to beat your parent. You don't put your hands on your mom. He did exactly that. Now, that is my biggest problem with him. You know, kama angekuwa hapa around na hajafanya kitu kama hiyo, I would definitely be going to look for him, naenda kumchukua. He would be in my house right now. Lakini unaenda unachukua mkono yako, you put on your parent. Let me tell you something. Your parent is going to be your parent, na he's going to be your elder. You do not put your hands on your parent. Hata parent wako akuboa aje, hufai kumshikia mkono ati now you want to beat your mama ama you want to beat your dad. That is not how you do things. Sasa amefanya kitu kama hiyo. And then when we call him, he tells my sister, because he knows me. He knows he can't talk to me because mimi sipendi mchezo yake. Juu mimi nimekuja kumjua. I used to have a lot of problems with my dad because of this boy. I even ended up blocking my dad for some time because of him. I used to think maybe my dad has personal problems with like it's so personal. Nilikuwa nadhani maybe babangu anamsumbua tu for some reason, because sometimes even parents can be exhausting and very toxic. Hey, sasa your time venye alifanya hivyo ndio nikajam nikasema I never want to see him. I will never do anything for him, and I'm never going to send him money. All this time when my brother is behaving like this, hata kama niko na ubaya na yeye na kuanga na mgombanisha na hizi tabia, I've blocked him, but I will still send him money. And I used to send him at least 8 or 10,000 every month, because I know he's out there in the streets and nobody's looking out for him. Now, he's been to the rehab twice. He's been to Nini. He's been doing all these things. Kila mtu anatry na kila mtu anataka aishi na yeye wamsaidie, hataki. Sasa what else am I supposed to Nini? What else am I supposed to do with him? I've really tried. And then now he comes here in Nairobi after he hit my mom, and then now he gets here and he goes sijui wapi huko town, sijui anapata na kina nani, anawaambia I'm a brother to Gloria and Gloria has abandoned me. I would never abandon my brother. What do you mean? I would never do such a thing. Do you know what type of extremes mimi naendanga to just do things so that everybody is okay? Alafu anaenda huko nje anaanza kusema ati we have abandoned him. With all this that I've said here, if it was zote zenye nimesema hapa, even your own parents, some parents will not do this kind of things. They would just leave you alone. You die in the streets. Now he's here. He's complaining at we have abandoned. We haven't abandoned this boy. Unambaya masimu anauza. You give him a good phone, a nice phone. You give him a very nice, expensive Samsung phone. He sell the phone. He go and do substance with friends. And then he calls the friends when they are laughing. I call him. I say, hey, uko happy? Why are you doing? I cry on phone. I tell Martin, do you know you are really making me feel bad? I've spent so much money on your rehab. This is getting out of hand. Hey, wanacheka kwa background. And I've used a lot of money on this boy. My elder sister has used all her small salary to take him to high school because my dad always has a problem with him because he wants to change school. Today he's expelled. Tomorrow sijui anatoka naenda wapi. He gets someone pregnant. The lady is disturbing us. The lady doesn't want to leave home. Msichana mwenye amempea mimba anaanza kutusumbua. Msichana, the lady is so young. She doesn't want to go back to class. How can you be 20 years old and you want to nurse kids? Ati unataka kukaa kwa wenyewe na watoto, utaki kwenda kwenu. Go back to your mom, go to school, do something with your life. I tell this girl, leave our home, you have to go back to school. Leave my mom with this child, we will get a nanny. The child is going back to, he will go to school. Wewe pia uende shule. What do you mean you want to stay here? How do you want to stay in this place? Unaona uchali mwenye mmezana yeye, he doesn't have like steez. Hana ati uwezo anaweza kakuwekesha hapa, atakununulia aje pad, atakulisha aje. So you want to stress my mom. My mom is akona heart problems. So all this stress you want to put on my mom. I chase this girl. We chase her out. I ask her, you are going to leave my brother alone. You are going back to your parents. They take you to school. My brother is going back to school, and this child is going to go to school when time is right. Sasa amuorani, hamuwezi oana, you don't have a salary, you don't make money, you don't know anything. Amwezi kaa hapa. How do you want to sit here ati mna stress mama asubuhi anaamka mmekaa hapa mnamwangalia anawapikia chai? What the fuck? Wakawatoanisha. My brother comes to Nairobi, the other lady goes back to their home. I don't know where she is, but the child is safe. The child goes to school. He's picked in the morning. He's being dropped in the evening. He feeds and a chair. He's a normal. The little money everybody has in my family is for the little child. It's not for him. And I would not go and collect him. He will stay in the streets. He would be arrested. He would lack food to eat. This time around, I'm not going to send him money. Yes, the little money everybody has home. Pesa kidogo niko nayo ama my other sisters have is for school fees from the little child. He can stay, he can go on interviews. Aseme Gloria has abandoned me. He can do all that, but I'm done. I'm not gonna do it. So everybody who's on the socials who's been DMing me, you are always here online and your brother is suffering. Please go and get my brother and give him the best life. I'm not gonna do it. I think for now I'm done, and I think nobody should be asking me about this.
Listen. Gloria.
Nini.
Sasa it is enough. You owe Martin nothing. Litchin owes Martin nothing. Nobody owes Martin anything. So I want you guys, you have explained the side of your story. You may take so many efforts to be where you are. Na Martin haezi kuja online to make people believe ameachwa. Everybody played their part. So the only thing I want you guys to do is this. I was not even for you guys to explain anything online. But juu amekuja and you need to say the side of your story, it is okay. You owe Martin nothing. Litchin owes Martin nothing. Online people will have their own side of the story. But it is us wenye tunajua what you have done. Ulienda to an extent to sell your car kupeleka Martin rehab.
They don't know.
Martin rehab. They don't know.
And that is how my boyfriend left me, because I took a whole freaking Mazda CX-5. I sold my car. Sold my car.
You closed one of your business in town.
Yes, I closed my nani. My ex-boyfriend opened a shop for me in CBD. I used to take all my money because I have to go and pay school fees ya mtoto.
Don't even try kutaka kuwa emotional because
I'm
of
not.
Martin.
Stop. Hold on. Nachukua tu pesa twangu. Natuma huko zote. My boyfriend gets exhausted of me. I take my car. I sell it. I say, oh my God, this is my brother. My brother comes to my house when he's looking like he's one of those street children, you know. Anakuja nachukua gari yangu nauza na CX-5. Siku hata nimekaa nayo 1 year. Nachukua gari nauza. Alafu boyfriend wangu ananiwacha juu amechoka. Nauza, nachukua hizo pesa zote, nachukua napelekea huyu mtoto nini. Alafu anakuja hapa online kuambia watu ati mimi nimemwacha. Tena anaenda kufanya interview. Na sijui ni machali gani. Susikize. Ngoja kwanza, don't shut me up. Me, I'm so pissed.
No, but you are not supposed to be emotional because of Martin.
Ona. Ako huko sijui na kina nani wanasema huko ati watu wa ati Gloria amewacha brother yake. In where the home I come from, nobody abandons anybody. We live like so close because I've watched my dad go through a lot. I've watched my mom. My mom goes to beg from my aunties for school fees. I would never abandon my mother. I don't know how my mother pisses me off. Sometimes I come crash here online. I block her, but even when I'm at the airport, I'm leaving. I know I blocked my mom somewhere, but I will send my mom money. I never will abandon my siblings. Hata huyu sister yangu mkubwa mwenye anaongea hapa sahi. She had a problem home, but she still does. She still pay for bills za maji. Anatuma do. Anyamazi ati tunaachanga watu. Kwetu hatuachangi mtu. Mimi nimechukua gari yangu nauza. A whole beautiful gift my boyfriend bought me. I have to sell it because my brother has to go to the rehab. Is this someone who has abandoned someone? Mimi nachukua gari nauza, mtu aende rehabilitation. Mimi namwacha. My brother is exhausting. My God. Hey. Huyu mtoto wetu huyu mwenye anapika hapa sahi. She's like 22 years old.
20.
Literally, stop. She's like 22 years old. She's like 22 years old. Alikuwa Strathmore. Anafanya ilikuwa culinary arts na nini ingine ulikuwa unasomea kwa hiyo shule.
Mwambie watu niko 21.
Literally, this is a very serious meeting. Stop.
Niko serious, unaniekelea mnyaka.
Sasa anaenda shule. Na si ati mimi namlipia. She does modeling. She told me, Gloria, you'll give me half of school fees. The rest I will pay for myself. And that time she was like, sijui 19 ama. Literally alikuwa anachukua mshahara yake. Analipa uni. Now, it's not a cheap school. So I give her half the money she knows she has to take to school. Why don't my brother does the same thing? He can't do the same thing. No. Guys, please, I'm so sorry. If you hear things about me kwa internet that my brother claims that I abandoned him, I did not do such a thing. Mimi, I lost a whole freaking relationship because of him. Because this guy was tired. Duka nimeangusha, nikafunga. Nimechukua gari nikauza. Is this person who is trying to abandon you?
And he knows how to get you. He knows how to do his things. Whatever he's doing, he knows. Martin knows how to play cards. And I want you to listen. Unalia cause I know uko na roho kubwa, najua. And that is why inakuuma. Na Martin, that is what he wants to do.
Guys, red hats.
Wacha Martin akae streets. Let him akae njaa. It is better tutumia 500k kuzika Martin than Martin kuanza kufanya hizi vitu zenye anafanya. It is okay. Gloria, umefanya part yako. Litin amekaa na Martin. Mimi nimekaa Martin to an extent. Mimi I have a wound. Niko na dent kwa mguu alinikata. So there is nothing you can tell me ati Martin anaambia watu you have neglected him. Hakuna. He's not an addict. Martin knows what he's doing and he's listening to this live. Kwa sababu watu wenye ako nao wako social media. He's listening, so he should listen. Na nimwambie hivi, Martin, hakuna mtu anakuoa even one bob. Nataka uende ubai bangi yote Kenya ukunywe. Alafu kisha kunywa, tukupate kwa mtaro, tukupeleke home na tutakuzika na tusahau.
Tutamzika tu huku na
It is wrong what you are doing.
It's
and
enough.
there are so many people. But watu wamekupea opportunity, not once, not twice. Gloria has suffered. Amekupea mpaka nyumba, amekurentia. Study. Mimi nimekuambia Martin toroka. People want to finish you. Run to my house. Umekuja. We have tried, but you have decided to come and bring our family issues on social media. The person who advised you to do that alikumess, and that is the last blow you did. And Gloria, nataka ukue strong. Even if you see Martin online ako so bad, in a bad shape, nataka ukue strong. Leave Martin for the world. Nataka uache Martin for the world. Leave Martin for the world. The world will teach him a lesson. Najua you will not stand it, but for his sake, I want you to be strong, because me, I know you have a big heart. Utaamka kesho uone Martin anakaa vibaya kwa streets, tena wewe ndio huyo uanze kuchukua pesa, tena uanze. No, I want you to be strong. Mimi, I have left him. Now I know he's listening to this. Ulichapa mom, and that was wrong. Kuchapa mom mpaka mama anguke, ngumi tatu Martin. Wherever you are, I know you are listening. That curse is going, hiyo ndio curse itakumaliza. Kama hautarudi home, upigie mamako magoti na uambie mom, nilikupiga na niko sorry. Martin, tutakuzika by next year March, utakuwa umekufa. Mimi, I have left. I have gone. Literally, Martin akikupigia simu don't pick. I have left. Na hiyo story, I want you to off your live. Ukule chakula yako. Story ya Martin iishe.
Mimi sisemi kwa story ya Martin, nataka tukuambia watu story.
Sasa fanya hivi. Nataka uend live. Alafu ukishamaliza kukula, sasa ingia live yako ya kawaida. Unasikia? Unanisikia? Umesikia? Nikishuka hapa chini, uend live.
Mushroom.
Ni sawa, nimekuona umepika, hata nimekuona. Nataka uend live, watu waende, alafu sasa utarudi na watu wako kaida. Juu atashinda tu akikuuliza. Na nimesikia uko 21, sikuwa najua.